Hey there, and welcome back. If you're an IT pro, you live and breathe demanding infrastructure. But today, we're taking your skills into an environment where the stakes are dialed up to 11. An environment where downtime isn't just an inconvenience, it's dead air. We're diving deep into the fundamentals of broadcast IT infrastructure. And just so you know, what you're watching is part 11 of our big 40-part series on modern broadcast studios, brought to you by Virtualization Options LLC. In this explainer, we're really getting into the foundational IT that makes everything else possible. So let me kick things off with a question. Think your data center has demanding users? I mean, really demanding users? Well, imagine your number one user is the Super Bowl, broadcasting live, and your client is over 100 million people all watching at the exact same time. Now that's demanding. That's the world we're stepping into right now. You can forget about the quiet server rack humming in the closet. The modern broadcast facility is basically a high-octane, specialized data center. And it's a place where your enterprise IT skills aren't just useful, they're absolutely mission-critical for keeping the show on the air. So let's start on some familiar ground for any IT pro, the network. In a broadcast facility, this thing is so much more than just a pipe for data. It's the high-speed nervous system of the entire operation, carrying every single frame of video and every sample of audio in perfect, unbreakable time. And here's where we see the first huge difference. See, in a typical office, the network is built for bursty traffic. A web page takes an extra half second to load, a little latency, no big deal, right? But in broadcast, the network has to be completely intolerant of that stuff. It's not about the average speed. It's all about a guaranteed, nonstop, high bandwidth flow that never, ever quits. To really put a pin in that, look at this number, 1.5 gigabits per second. That's the continuous, rock-solid bandwidth you need for just a single, uncompressed HD video stream. Now just imagine a studio juggling dozens of those streams at once during a live show. The scale is just massive. So how on earth do you manage all that chaos? Well, you use tools you're already a master of, like VLANs. You know, in the enterprise world, you're using VLANs to separate departments, keep the finance traffic away from marketing, that kind of thing. It's a fundamental tool for security and organization. But in broadcast, VLANs take on a whole new role. Here, they're like digital guardrails that protect the live show at all costs. You're creating completely isolated, pristine lanes for different kinds of traffic. The critical, real-time video and audio gets its own protected VLAN, totally separate from, say, a massive media file being transferred. This is what stops an editor downloading a giant 4K file from causing even a single stutter on the live feed that's going out to millions. Okay, let's move on to storage, because this builds on the exact same theme. Again, we're talking about concepts you know well, NAS, SAN, the whole bit. But just like with the network, the performance demands are on another planet. We're not just storing files here. We're feeding a beast that is constantly hungry and never, ever stops. And this right here gets to the heart of it. The biggest challenge isn't just having petabytes of capacity. It's the absolute need for sustained performance. A broadcast storage system has to deliver a constant, unwavering read and write speed for hours on end without ever dropping a single frame of video. And to meet these crazy demands, you've got a tiered approach. Always the right tool for the right job. You have an editor working on a heavy 4K project, they're going to need super fast direct attached storage. You have teams that need to collaborate, that's a job for a central NAS. But for the most critical systems, like the servers playing content to air, you need the raw, block-level performance of a SAN. And for those massive archives, scalable object storage is the new king. You know, even a concept as fundamental as read gets deployed very strategically here. For that production storage where every ounce of speed matters, you're almost always going to see RAID 10. But for the massive, long-term archives where you need to squeeze out every last terabyte of space, the density and redundancy of RAID 5 or 6 just makes more sense. It's all about tuning familiar tech for very, very specific results. All right, let's head into the engine room. The servers and virtualization that power this nonstop 24/7 content factory. This is the computing core that runs literally everything, from the flashy on-air graphics to the automation systems that schedule every single commercial break with split-second precision. And if you look under the hood, you'll find a pretty familiar landscape of operating systems. Windows Server often handles the big picture stuff like automation and media asset management. But for the real heavy lifting, like video processing and transcoding, the rock-solid stability of Linux is usually the top choice. And then you've got specialized gear that might even use a real-time OS for that absolutely deterministic, predictable performance. Of course, virtualization plays a huge role here, letting you use hardware way more efficiently. And you knew there was a but, here's that broadcast constraint again. Some extremely time-sensitive applications, like a real-time video processor, just can't tolerate even the tiniest overhead from a hypervisor. For those specific jobs, you still need dedicated bare metal hardware. And that brings us to high availability. Now, in the enterprise world, high availability usually means if a server fails, another one spins up, maybe after a few minutes of disruption. In broadcast, that's a non-starter. A few minutes is an eternity. Here, critical servers are fully clustered with automatic, instantaneous failover. The goal isn't just recovery, it's continuous, totally uninterrupted operation. The on-air schedule can never, ever be impacted. So when you step back and look at the big picture, all of your foundational IT skills, networking, storage, systems admin, they are the core building blocks of a modern studio. They're just reimagined and applied in one of the most demanding contexts you can possibly find. So let's just nail down those key takeaways. The real broadcast difference. We're talking about guaranteed bandwidth, not just high speed. Sustained throughput, not just high ops. Instant failover, not just high availability. And you have to remember, in this world, your enemy isn't just downtime. It's the tiny little imperfections, latency, jitter, and even a single lost packet that can knock you right off the air. You see, the convergence between broadcast and IT, it's already happened. It's done. The question is no longer if IT professionals run the modern studio. They absolutely do. The real question, the exciting one, is how will your expertise, your problem solving, and your vision shape the entire future of media? It's a pretty incredible place to be. Thanks for tuning in.